Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading for you today. It's Monday the 14th through to Sunday the 20th of October 2019. These are the cards. I often get asked what cards I'm using in the reading, so I'd like to show you the cards that I'm actually using for your reading. So we always start off with the weekly check-in where we look at the week ahead and we just look at kind of general things coming through, and we look at various areas concerning the week, and for that we use this top row of cards here. We use the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. We use the Ancestor Path Tarot by Julia Kuchia Watts. We use the Tarot Grand Luxe and New deck by Ciro Marchetti. It's probably not so new, but definitely as mass marketed deck, it's fairly new. So Ciro Marchetti, the Tarot Grand Luxe. And we also use for your advice a new deck that was bought, the Tarot deck, Art of Life Tarot deck by Charles Livingston. This is a very kind of different tarot deck, because what this tarot deck, guys, does is it has the same 78 cards, but you've got quotes on each of the 78 cards. So that's why I'm using this. I don't use this in kind of readings, traditionally as cards for readings. I use these more as advice, which is really nice. For your second reading, where we look at the 10 card work area and the 10 card love area, we use my favourite card, my favourite deck of all, the Dark Mansion Tarot. Phenomenal, guys. We use this one here. And we are also using for your advice for love and money, Tea Leaf Fortune cards by Ray Hepburn, and also the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, enjoy your reading, guys. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. We're going to be doing the 14th through to the 20th of October 2019. We're going to be doing your weekly check-in reading first, then we're going to be looking at your love reading and, well, your work reading first, sorry, and then your love reading afterwards. Okay, I'm not going to be appearing directly on the reading this week. I just want to be able to show you guys the cards today. So, yeah, sit back and enjoy the reading. Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to have a look at your week ahead reading now. Let's have a look at your weekly check-in, and then we're going to do your work and we're going to do your love. If you want to see what cards I'm using, because I'm always getting people asking me what cards I'm using, the actual list of cards that I'm using is at the beginning of the video. Okay, so check that out. Other than that, sit back and enjoy your reading. Okay, Scorpio, let's have a look at who you are this week, Scorps. You are showing as being the King of Swords. Okay. When you're a King of Swords, as I always say, swords are actually rooted in earth. Kings, sorry, are rooted in earth. So because the King of Swords is all about air, okay, he's air energy, he's forming, because pentacles, earth is pentacles, and earth with pentacles, they form, okay? So when you're the King of Swords, you're forming, okay? You're probably forming an idea, okay? And because kings act out in the outside world, the idea is that you're forming, you're putting out there into the outside world. So really this is probably something to do maybe with a plan of action that Scorpio is forming as the King of Swords energy showing here, and putting that idea, that formed idea, the idea that really comes together, putting it out into the outside world, which is what the King of Swords does. Also, being a King of Swords, this is a week for logic. This is a week where Scorpio is thinking rationally, thinking logically, thinking clearly, thinking objectively, with the King of Swords energy showing here as well. This is all about Scorpio also communicating clearly with that King of Swords energy, because the sword characters are all about communication. Being the King of Swords as well, Scorpio, it may be that this week with the King of Swords is also emotionally cutting oneself off from others at times. He can often show as being quite a cold and aloof character at times. Some of the time, not all of the time. I know plenty of King of Swords and they're not always aloof. But this is, if it's an idea, then this is about thinking about something in a rational and logical manner and thinking objectively and clearly about what your next actions are going to be. But because he takes action in the outside world, this is taking a formed idea and putting it out there into the world as well with the King of Swords energy. But emotionally wise, sometimes he can be a little bit distant and a little bit disconnected emotionally as well. So you may be disconnecting emotionally. We'll see what this is though. We'll see what the reason is for this. The reason for this is because of the Two of Coins. Okay, so there might be something that you're juggling here this week, Scorpio, with that Two of Coins energy, because the Two of Coins might be, it might be a situation that you're weighing up with those two coins there. It might be that you're juggling lots of things with the Two of Coins energy, and it might be that you're thinking objectively, you're thinking clearly about how you're going to manage, because Two of Coins also means to manage. So you might be thinking rationally, objectively, clearly about how you're going to manage a situation or how you're going to juggle various things during the week, especially if it's a really busy week, you have a heavy workload, which is what the Two of Coins can be. While the King of Swords is all about forming ideas. So some of you guys probably forming ideas that you're taking charge of in terms of maybe something that you're juggling in the week. So if, for example, if you've got a heavy workload, King of Swords is a great character to have around when you've got lots of things that you have to do with that Two of Coins. Or if you're weighing up a situation with the Two of Coins, the King of Swords is an excellent card to get when you're actually kind of weighing up how you're going to do something, because he's able to cut through the fog. He's able to cut through the confusion of how you manage a situation or how you juggle a situation. Might also be something to do with your finances as well, Scorpio, because the Two of Coins means to have to manage your finances. It means to have to handle your finances very carefully. This is the card of having money come in, but then having to pay it out as well with the Two of Coins. So if you find that you're trying to juggle your finances with the Two of Coins, it might be that you're having to think clearly and objectively on how you manage those finances as well with the Two of Coins. Or as I've said, it could be that you've got a heavy workload on. There's lots of things that you're managing, home life, work life, getting that work-life balance with the Two of Coins energy. It might be that you're thinking clearly and objectively and forming these ideas on how you're going to handle those Two of Coins, those two coins sitting there. What is the goal, or what is it you're looking to accomplish, or what is your hopes of accomplishment? Well, the Empress is what your goal is. So the Empress is a number 3 card within the major arcana, and she's all about giving birth to new ideas, is the Empress energy. The Empress is also fulfillment as well. It's a number 3, so it deals with the idea of expansion and fulfillment. If it's a financial thing, then the goal would be to, with the Empress energy, accomplish financial abundance, accomplish financial growth. Because Empresses, because they're number 3 cards, they deal with the idea of abundance, prosperity, growth, expansion, nurturing, that type of thing. I mean, your goal might be to nurture something here, especially if it's tied to maybe an idea that you're forming here on how you're going to manage your finances or manage your workload. It might be, well, my hope during the week with this Emperor energy is really nurturing something until it comes to fruition. Because remember, with the Empress energy, she's pregnant. So this is all about nurturing those ideas, especially with the idea of the King of Swords that's come to form. Well, my goal is to really nurture this, because if I nurture this idea, maybe I'm going to be able to handle the situation a little bit better here. Let's have a look at what the obstacle is that you need to overcome. The 9 of Coins, the 9 of Pentacles. It's funny because you had that card, I think it was last week's reading actually, Scorpio, wasn't it, where the obstacle you needed to overcome was the 9 of Coins. And in that reading we were dealing with someone who you needed to try and tread very carefully with, and that maybe one of the obstacles was your standing, your financial status, your security, your personal security. Well, it's a tricky one already in this reading, I find, and sometimes that's why I enjoy being on screen a little bit, because it just feels like I can make sense of things a lot quicker when I'm doing it on screen, like literally talking to the camera. But putting it down this way, which I don't mind doing, I often do the readings this way as well, it seems to me that I'm going to have to kind of think really, really quickly in terms of what this is. So the 9 of Coins is all about your finances. 9 of Coins is all about financial gain usually. Are you going to gain, for example? I think that might be what it is. Are you going to gain financially by doing this? Okay, because you're working out, you're the King of Swords. So you're thinking clearly and objectively, and also forming ideas on how you handle. This could be your finances with the Two of Coins. It could be, how do I handle 2 jobs with the Two of Coins energy? I need to form a plan of action. I need to form this idea on how I'm going to handle a situation, how I'm going to manage a situation, how I'm going to manage 2 jobs, how am I going to manage my finances, how am I going to manage and juggle all the things that I've got to do, how am I going to manage my work-life balance here. And your hopes will be, well, I hope that I can bring this to fruition, because the Empress is all about bringing things to fruition. So my hope would be that I could bring this to fruition. So really it's about the idea that you're forming on that Two of Coins energy, that the hope will be, well, I hope that I can bring this plan of action, this idea to fruition with the Empress energy. Because the obstacle that I need to overcome is the Nine of Coins energy. This might be something to do with financial gain. It could be something to do with your own personal security, for example. Is that going to be, compromised, for example, if I kind of put this idea into action on how and I think that might actually be it, because sometimes when you see coin cards, it's not always about the money. Sometimes this is all about my personal well-being, being the Nine of Coins, because the coins are also about your health. So it might be that the obstacle you need to overcome is your own personal well-being, especially if you're putting into action an idea on how and I think this might be about juggling various things. I actually don't think even though it might look like money, I don't actually think it is money. I think that this is all about handling and managing various things within your life, your workload, and you're coming up and you're forming an idea here, Scorpio. How do I manage all of the various things that I've got to do so that I get that healthy work-life balance? And I hope that this plan of action, this idea that I'm forming here, that I can bring this to fruition through the Empress energy here. But what I need to overcome the obstacle of is my own personal security, my own personal well-being with that Nine of Coins energy. Because it looks to me like you are trying to manage many, many things, but you need to manage these things and make sure that you're not compromising your own personal well-being if you do that. What could you be achieving by the end of the week? Well, the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys, it's money. You could be accomplishing money or rewards, some form of a reward, because the Ace of Coins is all about the rewards that we get. The rewards that we get for hard work and effort. So it might be that there's a money thing here, but it could also be, well, what I could accomplish by the end of the week, if I get all of this thing in line here, what I could be managing, what I could be accomplishing is money, or I could be accomplishing the rewards through all the effort that I put in. It's actually going to pay off. Because remember, the Ace of Coins is the payment card, it's the payoff. But we don't always want to read everything in terms of cash. That's the thing. Even though it looks like cash, because you've got 1, 2, 3 pentacle cards, pentacles also mean the rewards. They also mean what you get from the hard work that you put in. And this is the reward, the payoff. So you could be achieving a payoff here if you are able to manage this energy showing up here. What do you need to avoid? The Two of Cups. I think that you need to avoid agreeing to anything here, though, with this Two of Cups energy showing up here, because the Two of Cups energy is the agreement. So you need to avoid agreeing to something here with the Two of Cups energy, partnering up. But I would say this is probably more agreement. What is it you need to embrace? The Tower, that there could be sudden changes at any moment, and that's why you need to avoid agreeing to doing anything that's going to kind of compromise you, because it could be that right now with the Tower energy, Scorpio, that there are things that could just change on the flick of a dime. Things could just suddenly change and throw all of these plans out, which is why I feel that you need to avoid agreeing to anything here with the Two of Cups energy, because suddenly it could be that things suddenly just change like that. So if you say, for example, your company wants you to do overtime. I'll give you an example here. This might be you, the King of Swords here, who's forming this idea. How am I going to manage the overtime that the company gives me, for example? And I hope that the plans that I put into action on how I'm going to manage this, it's going to come to fruition. But the obstacle is that I need to protect the Nine of Coins energy, my own personal well-being with the Nine of Coins energy. Am I getting enough sleep? Am I getting enough to eat? Am I comfortable enough? Am I getting enough kind of that balance going with the Nine of Coins energy? But however, if I was able to accomplish all of this, I could be achieving rewards by the end of the week with the Ace of Coins energy here. It might be a financial reward, i.e. I do the overtime, contrary to everything that's going on in my life, and I get the money, I get the additional payment of the Ace of Coins, for example. But it might be that the universe is saying, but avoid agreeing to this right now with the Two of Cups, because it could be that suddenly things just suddenly come up just like that, that mean that you can't continue to fulfill whatever it is that's being asked of you with the Two of Coins energy. If you need advice, where can you go? You can go to the Three of Cups. So you can go to people who are your friends. You can go to the people who are close to you, the people who are your, who you can talk to, the people who will give you some form of emotional support, because the threes represent support. And when you've got three women here, it's almost like having three queens. So if you've got three queens or three women, and we can see three women on this card, there's a friendship, there's a support network here. So go to a support network who could probably advise you further with this Three of Cups energy here. We're going to quickly do this reading again, and then we're going to get the advice. Now remember, for the advice, we're using the Art of Life new deck. It's shown at the beginning of the reading for the decks that I'm using this week. This is a tarot deck, okay, but it's this is tarot deck with different quotes on it. So I wouldn't usually use this for a normal tarot reading. I would usually use this for advice cards, okay. We'll use that for your advice. Let's get this reading again. I just feel that you guys, being the King of Swords, there's an idea that you are trying to form this week. You are forming an idea that you want to put into action as the King of Swords, because kings take charge in the outside world, which means that they take action on whatever they do. So with the King of Swords, because he's underscored by Earth energy is formation, and the idea is the King of Swords. So this is somebody who's taking charge of an idea, and it's forming with the earth element. So there's an idea here that you guys are forming during the week, and it's about how you juggle something here. Two of Coins energy. This could be additional overtime, or how do I juggle doing work with home life, or how do I juggle going to work and dropping the kids off, and who takes care of this and who takes care of that type of thing. And your hopes would be for the week, your goal is to bring this to fruition, because threes represent fruition. So how do I bring this? My goal is to bring this idea here to fruition on how I handle and how I manage this situation here. You need to overcome the obstacle with the Nine of Coins energy. For me, this is all about your personal security. And when we look at personal security with the Nine of Coins, it might be about your health and your well-being. How are you going to manage that if you've got all of this stuff to do? Because to me, it just looks like you're trying to form an idea on how you manage a situation here. And you're hoping that this idea is going to come to fruition. But the obstacle you need to overcome, it's all about your personal health and your personal well-being with that Nine of Coins. If this is successful and you're able to carry this off with these cards here, these first four cards of the King of Swords, Two of Coins, Empress and the Nine of Coins, you could see the payoff. So you could see this literally paying off, whether it be, overtime, additional money coming through Ace of Coins energy, or whether it you being rewarded in some other way for all of the work and hard work and effort you've put into kind of bringing the plan together on how you manage the energies of the Two of Coins. You literally could see some form of reward for this with the Ace of Coins energy. But the universe is saying avoid agreeing to anything right now, though, during the week with the Two of Cups, because anything can happen, the Tower energy, and anything can happen with that Tower energy that will throw out those plans that you're making with that King of Swords energy showing there. Okay, so it's in a way, if, for example, if it was overtime that you were going to do at work, I'm just giving you an example here, Scorpio, don't agree to do it with that Two of Cups energy, because if you agree to do it, you're going to be stuck with it. And if things suddenly happen just out of the blue with the Tower energy, unexpected stuff happens, you're going to have to let someone down here. So just avoid making any type of agreement here, because anything can happen. There can be sudden changes or unexpected energies coming in with that Tower energy. And if you need advice and support, go to who supports you the most, your support network, which is the Three of Cups, whether it's family or friends, for advice. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is through the Art of Life tarot cards. Universe, Spirit, and one card. What is the advice you have for Scorpio on this reading? What is the advice that you have for Scorpio on this reading? Show me. So the advice is, let's have a look. The Seven of Swords. One must have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. It's funny because the chaos is the Tower energy here. But and I don't really know how this works out as a Seven of Swords, but they're putting this quote as a Seven of Swords. One must have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Okay, and I'll leave that for you guys to interpret for yourselves on this reading. Okay, what we're going to do now, Scorpio, is we are going to have a look at your work reading. Please bear with me. Okay, Scorp, so we've got your work reading down. Let's have a look at what the universe is saying about work between the 14th and the 20th of October. So, Six of Wands, victory, recognition is the Six of Wands, promotion is the Six of Wands. This is a really, really good card when it comes to work, because what you get with the Six of Wands is you get people recognizing you for who you are. You've got a lot of support in your working life with the Six of Wands. This can mean that you're being promoted as well with the Six of Wands energy. This can mean some of you guys in a leadership position with the Six of Wands energy showing here. What's the next card? Four of Coins reversed. Nice. Okay, so the Four of Coins in the reverse means to let go. It means a shift, a move. When it's in the upright, the Four of Coins can mean financial gain, or it can mean to hold on with the Four of Coins energy, or it can mean a rejection. The Four of Coins in the reverse, often for me, and it's a money card as well when you get the Four of Coins. So the Four of Coins, we've got a Six of Wands showing up here, and the Six of Wands talks about a victory or success in work for Scorpio. This to me looks like something is being released here, the Four of Coins energy. So it looks like boundaries may be being released here with this Four of Coins in the reverse. Let's have a look. The Knight of Cups, there's an offer coming through. All right, so I'm seeing an offer. I feel that if you've been hitting a wall, I'm seeing a victory here. And I think that with the Four of Coins in the reverse, that if you've been hitting a wall, or if there's been some stagnation, or if there's been some form of blockages in terms of a job or getting a job, I feel that this is now, this wall, this blockage is now kind of being released. And I'm seeing an offer coming through with that Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups in a work reading usually means an offer or an invitation coming through. Let's have a look. Yeah, and there we go. We've got the Chariot. So the Knight of Cups, an offer coming forward with the Chariot energy. The Chariot is moving forward. It's coming forward. So there's an offer coming forward with that Chariot energy showing up here. Three of Coins. So the Three of Coins in a work reading, this can mean a promotion. This can mean working within a team with the Three of Coins energy. Usually the Three of Coins for me is working within a team. Okay, I'm seeing an offer coming forward here with the Chariot energy showing up here. Three of Coins working within a team for me. Three of Coins promotion for me. Let's have a look at the next one showing up here. We've got the Magician. Okay, so the Magician is all about using your skills, talents and resources. It's also about manifestation with the Magician energy showing up here. We've got the Ten of Swords though. So the Ten of Swords is about mental pressure. Lots and lots of pressure. Sometimes in a work reading though, that Ten of Swords can mean betrayal and being stabbed in the back. Sometimes the Magician is the trickster, or somebody who's not telling the entire truth. Let's have a look at the other cards and think about this. Nine of Coins shows up again. So this is financial gain. Okay. I think that you guys, I'm just getting the impression that there's a lot of pressure here. Nine of Coins, money, financial gain. Nine of Coins energy showing up here. And you've got the Ace of Coins as well. So the Ace of Coins is financial reward as well. Let's have a look at the Ace of Coins. And you've got a lot of coin energy showing here. So let's have a look at this. In terms of work with and this is a work reading. It's not a money reading as such, it's work. So the Two of Coins is juggling too much. Some of you guys, I think with this Ten of Swords and the Two of Coins, some of you guys feeling under pressure here. You seem to be juggling a lot of stuff here in work. You seem to be kind of like overloaded, because the Ten of Swords can actually speak of too much pressure. A lot of pressure with that Ten of Swords, a lot of mental pressure. Possibly it's to do with doing too many things in work, juggling too many projects. So a lot of mental pressure for some of you guys in terms of juggling too many projects within the workplace. The Ace of Coins energy talks about rewards. I do feel though that if you run your own business as well with this Nine of Coins energy, because the Nine of Coins can be running your own business. So I feel here as well is that there's a couple of things that this bottom row is saying to me. Number one, Scorpio, Ten of Swords. Some of you guys feeling really pressured here. Really, really pressured with that Ten of Swords energy. Possibly some of you guys running your own business with that Nine of Coins energy. But you will see some financial reward. Okay. The Two of Coins is also financial transfers as well. But I feel that in terms of work, lots of pressure. Nine of Coins energy, especially if you run your own business. But I'm seeing you guys being rewarded here with the Ace of Pentacles energy. So if you've had lots of pressure in running your own business with that Nine of Coins, it's almost like the Chariot is talking about running, and this is your own business. So lots of pressure in running your own business. I am seeing some financial reward happening here, okay? So I'm seeing if you run your own business, things might be going okay for some of you guys in the week. You're seeing financial reward for lots and lots of hard work. Lots of pressure, but lots of reward as well coming through. I'm seeing a lot of pressure here in managing many projects. Again, I'm seeing some form of a reward here. Okay, we do have a 9 and a 10 and an ace here. So this is like a 10 showing together here. So for me, it looks like if you guys have been under pressure in managing many projects here, I am seeing financial rewards with that 9 of Coins and the Ace of Coins together, which to me makes a number 10 because you've got 1 coin here and 9 here, okay? The Magician energy here. So I'm wondering if this to me just looks like somebody who is in a place of power, this Magician, possibly putting a lot of pressure on some of you guys here as well, because magicians can be highly skilled experts, but they're also people in places of power when it comes to work. These are engineers as well, people who kind of run the show, people who engineer situations. So I've often seen the Magician and the 10 of Swords engineering someone's downfall. I'm not saying that that's what's happening here, but you could have that as well. Somebody who is engineering. You can see how this guy is looking into his magnifying glass and he's examining a situation. You could have somebody who's engineering, you know, a downfall here. This would not be a particularly good person to be working around. Okay, but I don't think they'll get very far because I'm seeing financial rewards for all of the hard work. And also the 9 of Coins talks about getting financial rewards for all of your hard work with that ace. So there's a lot of financial rewards for the hard work, and I'm seeing a lot of hard work here. So it might be you've got somebody here, a magician here, who's putting a lot of pressure on you, Scorpio, with the 10 of Swords. So I'm getting like a boss or somebody in charge putting a lot of pressure on you in the workplace, Scorpio. And I think that you're managing a lot of stuff here. It is putting a lot of pressure on you. But hold on out, because I think that you're going to be rewarded for all of the hard work that you've been putting in these areas here. I'm also seeing with the 6 of Wands energy, especially if you run your own business and it's something online, because this could be promotion as well. 6 of Wands is promoting the self and coming out of the comfort zone as well. 4 of Coins in a reverse. So certainly if you, and I'm getting for a lot of you guys, if you're running your own business, doing your own thing, this is all about you guys coming out of your comfort zone, following your heart's desires with the Knight of Cups energy, promoting. So this is promoting of the self. So the 6 of Wands is promoting yourself. The Magician energy could certainly be something online with that Magician energy, coming out of the comfort zone, following your heart's desires. I'm actually seeing this being that this is going to bring financial rewards as well. And some of you guys with the 10 of Swords energy might be feeling a little bit under pressure to actually come out of your comfort zone with the 4 of Coins in the reverse. But I feel that if you follow your heart with the Knight of Cups energy, you'll have victory and you're going to have financial reward with that as well. So you're going to have victory and success and financial reward. Also, the 3 of Coins means when people are watching what you're doing, they're looking at what you're doing, they're looking at your skills as well. So you could have people who are looking at your skill set, because I see the 2 of Coins as well as somebody who is showing their, you know, their dexterity, they're showing their skills, that type of thing, and how flexible they are. This is also about being flexible in work as well. So it might be some of you guys are feeling under pressure because you're going to have to be really flexible in terms of your work showing here. But there will be rewards, financial rewards coming through from that as well. So if you are feeling under pressure, okay, by a magician who's pressuring you to be more flexible in your work, I do see financial rewards coming through for that as well. But also some of you guys feeling a little bit under pressure here to come out of your comfort zone. But I do feel that if you follow your heart, you're going to have some success here. I'm also seeing Scorpio for work, Knight of Cups energy. There's an offer coming in here. Chariot, an offer arriving with that Chariot. Or there might be an offer to do something completely different to what you've done before with that Chariot energy showing up here. Three of Coins energy showing up here, maybe within the workplace or within a team of people. I'm also seeing getting some expert advice as well with that Three of Coins and the Magician energy in terms of work. Very interesting reading, lots of kind of eclectic cards showing here. We'll quickly do this again, Scorpio, before we get on to love. I'm seeing victory for some of you guys with that Six of Wands energy. I'm seeing blocks being removed with the Four of Coins energy in the reverse, an offer coming forward with that Chariot energy here. Possibly there's something to do with working within a team with that Three of Coins energy showing up here as well. What I feel here as well is that some of you guys with this Magician energy, somebody here is putting a lot of pressure on you, probably to be more flexible within work, or they're putting a lot of pressure on you. Maybe it's putting more projects on you, that type of thing. I am seeing you guys gaining rewards for this, so it could be doing more overtime or something like that, for example. I am also seeing some of you guys feeling really scared about coming out of a comfort zone, but I think that if you follow your heart, you will gain more rewards, okay, from this as well, okay, in terms of work. Okay, and I also feel that you guys need to use your skills and your talents with the Magician this week to gain recognition. All right, this might help remove some of the blockages that you've been facing. So use your skills and talents with the Magician energy to gain success this week with the Six of Wands energy. Even if you're scared, Ten of Swords. So even if you're feeling really pressured and really scared about coming out of a comfort zone, some of you guys, it might be your intuition as well with that Knight of Cups energy is going to tell you, I need to use my skills and my talents here. I need to show what I can do, because the Magician is a presenter. So when you get the Magician energy, this is somebody who needs to show what they can do. So some of you guys feeling really pressured here because it requires you to be a little bit more flexible as well with the Two of Coins energy showing here. Be a little bit more flexible in who you are and what you're used to doing. And in order to do that, you need to come out of a comfort zone with that Four of Coins in the reverse here. But if you follow your intuition and show what you can do with this Magician, use your tools, use your skills, use your talents, you'll probably have victory and also financial reward as well showing up here. The Chariot also indicates victory. So some of you guys, after a long, hard time, after facing a lot of obstacles with the Chariot, overcoming those obstacles, getting victory. Some of you guys, it might even be a promotion. So after a long, hard struggle with the Chariot, gaining victory and gaining some form of recognition, perhaps even a promotion with that Three of Coins energy. But I do feel that this is a week for some of you Scorpios, that even if you're scared to come out of a comfort zone with the Four of Coins in the reverse, you need to be a little bit flexible here, okay? Use your skills and talents with this Magician energy. Follow your heart, use your skills and talents with the Magician energy, and you'll have victory and success with that Six of Wands. What we're going to do, Scorpio, we're going to have a look at your career advice. So firstly, we go to career. So we use the Astral House cards again from the Tea Leaf Fortune Telling cards. And then we get the actual cards themselves. We're going to open these up, Scorpio, and we're going to have a look at what this is saying to you. So Universe Spirit, what is the advice for Scorpio? What is the advice for Scorpio? Some of you guys even looking to change direction. The Chariot can mean changing direction in terms of your work as well. Let's have a look at 3 cards. Universe Spirit for career, what is the advice for Scorpio in 3 cards? So we're going to go 1, 2, oh, right, we've got 3 cards that came out all in one there. So the first one is Moon, all right, showing up here. So it says changes in your life, which there could be some changes coming in. You've got the Vase, okay, so there's a secret admirer in work as well. And you've got the Barrel. So you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money or goals. So for work, some of you guys might be feeling that there's something lacking in your life, perhaps love, money or goals. However, there will be some changes in your life concerning work, and possibly even a secret admirer. What we're going to quickly do as well is we're going to do the reading on money as well for the week. So we get the Wealth card out as well here. And we're going to have a look at what the universe is trying to tell us in terms of money. What is the universe trying to tell us? What are you trying to tell us, universe, for work? Okay. What are you trying to tell us, sorry, for wealth? What's the advice you have for Scorpio and then money? So we've got 1, 2, 3 cards there as well. So for money, basket. So there's going to be recognition, reward, or merit. So we've got those two cards there indicating there's reward for merit, okay? We've also got the chain. So chain of events that will affect your life in terms of your finances, and also the carrot. There's an opportunity or windfall coming to some of you guys. So one more time for wealth, the basket, which is very good. You could be receiving a reward for your merit, which I'm seeing in the 9 of coins and the 8 of coins. I'm also seeing for the chain, there could be a chain of events that will affect your life financially, and also you could have an opportunity or a windfall, so an opportunity to make more money or a windfall coming through. All right, let's have a quick look at your love reading. Please bear with me. Okay, Scorpio, we're going to just move these cards over a little bit here, like so, just so we get them better on the screen. And let's have a look at what we're seeing for love coming up. So for love, what we've got is 6 of coins. So 6 of coins is all about give and take, and especially for me, looking at this particular version of the 6 of coins, what we've got here is, you know, one woman, one child. 6 of coins also can show one partner who's more in a place of authority than the other. So we'll see what this is. 6 of coins and strength. Well, I feel that kind of sharing and generosity with the strength energy. So this is give and take in a relationship will bring strength. So give and take within a relationship for some of you Scorpios is going to bring strength and trust within a relationship, because the strength card is all about a strong relationship. But the 8 of swords, okay. So the 8 of swords is either a commitment phobe, or there are limitations or blockages within a relationship with the 8 of coins energy. So this is a strong resistance, I think. I think this is strong resistance, because the 8 of swords is resistance within a relationship, and this is strong resistance. I feel that this then, therefore these two cards are really kind of aspecting this one and turning it into something that's not so good. And as we can see a woman taller than the child, obviously, so a child, but this is kind of indicative, or it's a metaphor for one of you in a relationship here, Scorpio, is probably taking the upper hand, because the 6 of coins can also mean to take the upper hand in a relationship. And I feel that whoever it is, whichever partner it is, Scorpio, that's taking the upper hand in the relationship, it's bringing around very strong resistance in that relationship, okay? Because one of you is I think with the 6 of coins, one of you is probably becoming a little bit more overbearing. So I'm seeing somebody being a bit overbearing in a relationship here, and it's bringing about some very strong resistance in that relationship, okay? And it could be a King of Swords that's doing that, okay? It could be a King of Swords, strong resistance to a King of Swords. So you might have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual, lover, partner, an air sign partner here. But I feel that it's this King of Swords here who might be kind of trying to take the upper hand in a relationship here. It's almost like treating you like you're a child, Scorpio. And I think it's bringing a lot of strong resistance from you. Let's have a look. We've got the High Priestess here as well. Okay, so the High Priestess can show detachment. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of strong resistance to a King of Swords. I feel that this person here is taking the upper hand. They're probably being a little bit overbearing with that 6 of coins energy, and I feel that it's making some of you guys a little bit detached with the High Priestess energy showing up here. Okay, let's have a look at the next ones showing up. So we've got the 9 of Cups though, so this is happiness and this is pleasure and contentment within a relationship. Well, that is nice. However, contentment is the 9 of Cups energy, and victory. I think that some of you guys are contented though that this is your partner for life. Because the 6 of Wands means to be the one. It means to, when you're in a relationship reading, the 6 of Wands means, yes, this person is the one. I'm really, really confident in this person. So I feel, though, that it almost feels to me with the 9 of Cups energy that taking downtime with the partner, perhaps going out for a drink or a meal or something like that, because when you get the 9 of Cups, 9 of Coins, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, those types of cards talk about pleasure and doing nice things, going for spa weekends. So doing something pleasurable, I feel, could restore confidence within the relationship, though, showing up here. We've got the 5 of Coins energy. Now, the 5 of Coins can mean couple of things. And if you look at these two people here, they're heading towards the Six of Wands energy. So the Five of Coins in a relationship reading can mean a couple of things. It can mean that you're in it for thick or thin. You know, you're in a relationship through thick and thin. Even though there's difficulties, you're in it. Now, we go from a 5 to a 6 here. So we're going from a very challenging time to a very harmonious time. So I think that you two, I think that both of you are trying to find, because you're walking towards the Six of Wands, you're trying to find the balance in your relationship. You're trying to bring things back to the way that they were. Okay, because if you look at here, you've got a man and a young woman or a young girl here, and then you've got them almost going back to the time that they were happy. So it almost feels to me like doing some pleasurable stuff together, Scorpio, here is going to help you guys find that happiness again. It's going to help you guys find that time where you really felt confident about the relationship. So it's just about doing things that both of you like, with that Nine of Cups energy showing there. We've got the Magician energy. So the Magician is all about communication or being spontaneous as well within a relationship. So I'm seeing kind of being spontaneous and doing things that make you both feel really happy. It's going to help you guys find that confidence and that happiness. You're going to be going back to the time where you felt really good about one another in the relationship showing here. And it's going to help, yeah, Six of Swords. It will help you move past, you know, the difficulty as well. Six of Swords is moving on as well. So what I'm seeing here for your love reading, Scorpio, is this, that I do feel that you have an overpowering partner, because the Six of Coins can also show somebody who's very overbearing. You see that woman there? She's taller than the child. This is almost like talking down to someone. But sometimes with the Six of Coins, it means that a partner has more economic power. They have more money than someone, and they usually use it to berate the other one. Sometimes this is treating someone like they're lower, for example, because sometimes this can be somebody who's for example, if you looked at somebody like, I don't know, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Well, Meghan Markle would probably be here and Prince Harry is here. They're not that way anymore. They're both kind of balanced. But when they first got together, she wasn't royalty and he was. So sometimes this is somebody who is higher in terms of economic power or in terms of status. And it might be that the partner is being a little bit overbearing here. And I think this is a King of Swords. So I'm seeing possibly an air sign or somebody who doesn't know how to emotionally empathize or understand where you're coming from. I'm getting with that King of Swords, this person being a little bit with this Six of Coins energy overbearing. And I feel it's bringing a lot of kind of strong resistance and detachment. So strong resistance with the Strength and the Eight of Swords, and detachment with that High Priestess in a relationship, okay? However, I feel that if you guys spend time together doing pleasurable things with the Nine of Cups energy, if you're spontaneous with the Magician energy, but also if you do things that bring a lot of pleasure with the Nine of Cups, it could help to bring the Magician energy, to bring back the magic to the relationship, okay? I see you guys moving on from the Five of Coins energy as both of you guys start finding your way back to the Six of Wands. So you start, can you see how they're walking to the Six of Wands? You're going to start to find your way back to the time when you were feeling really happy and confident. But I feel that it's a week for really kind of finding your way back to the way that the relationship was before. And it's just going to come through that Nine of Cups energy, this doing stuff together that makes you both happy, that makes you both satisfied, that brings a lot of laughter and a lot of pleasure. Because I just feel that one of you is being a little bit overbearing, and it's bringing about really strong resistance and detachment with the High Priestess, okay? So and I feel that you, Scorpio, will be the ones who are really kind of resistant and detached with that High Priestess, because this King of Swords is being a little bit overbearing, but they're also probably being a little bit too authoritative, even to the point of talking down to you a little bit here. Okay, but doing nice things together, going for drinks, going for nice meals or a spa or something like that is going to not help bring back with the Six of Swords the magic with the Magician. It's going to help you guys find your way to happiness, contentment, and restoring the confidence in the relationship that you guys had before. Okay, and you've got two sixes in the reading as well, talking about the relationship, the harmony and the balance being restored in the relationship. But it's all about going back to basics and enjoying one another's pleasure with the Nine of Cups energy. If you want to bring Six of Swords, that magic, back with the Magician energy, you guys can find the confidence in the relationship again. Let's have a quick look at what the angel cards are saying, the romance angels. Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for the romance angels? What is the advice that you have through the romance angels for Scorpio in love. Well, it says to release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That's interesting. I think that's something different to what we're talking about here, though. And also, we've got the love card here from the astral houses of the tea leaf fortune telling cards. We're going to have a look in 3 cards. 3 cards, please, for Scorpio on their love reading. Can you show me 3 cards for Scorpio for love? What do you have to say? So we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 came out. So for love, universe is saying the boat. So money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall is coming, relating to your relationship. That's interesting. And then we've got the thorn. So a position of authority. And we were talking about that where we have the king here, who I think is being a little bit overbearing with that 6 of coins energy showing here. And then we've got the mice. Okay, so there might be discord amongst. So I'm seeing some discord between you and the partner, Scorpio, and it's because of their position or them assuming a position of authority over you, which I'm seeing in that 6 of coins energy. However, what you could have as well is, let's have a look at this boat card. You could have as well, though, money or property through an inheritance or winning or a windfall coming through in terms of your relationship over the next few days. All right, guys, that's your reading, your love reading, your work reading, and your general reading for the week. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the comment section below or the end screen. Take care. Bye.